We're megandmorgs. We've just spent the past 9 months backpacking our way through Southeast Asia. We're now in Australia, ready to embark on our biggest adventure yet. We've bought a converted 4-wheel drive and plan to drive a full lap of this incredible country. We have absolutely no clue how long it's going to take or the adventures that are going to happen on the way, but that's just part of the fun. Join us today as the adventure continues.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. We're megandmorgs and in today's video we are exploring the city of Brisbane. So we've actually been here for a few days now. We've mentioned in our previous videos, but in order to help us keep this country affordable, we are pet sitting. So we've been pet sitting in Brisbane for 2 adorable toy poodles.
Yeah, they're little dogs. On the pictures I thought they would be a lot bigger, but then when we arrived but they're actually tiny and extremely cute, which is funny. But quite different to the dogs that we looked after in Cairns as well. So it's nice to have a little mix of different dog breeds, but they've been nice, and one of them's a puppy, and it's all good, and yeah, helps us keep the costs down. And we're doing that in the bigger cities, 1, to keep the costs down, but 2, because we miss our friends and families, pets, and back home really. And also
nice to like catch up on laundry, keep things cheap, because that adds up.
And we are staying in a beautiful home as well, which is nice.
Yeah.
But we're not going to show you where we're staying or anything like that for the privacy of the people. But yeah, it's worked well for us, and we'll put links in the description of pet sitting things.
Yeah, we've been using Aussie pet sitters and it's really good.
Yeah, it's worked out really well for us, and it's something to keep in mind if you're sort of travelling around, maybe in a van or car. And just because it is, like Megan said, a nice break from the camping style of things. It's a bit more comfortable. You can obviously do your laundry and all that sort of stuff.
But yeah, today we are at Mount Coota. Last night we walked to Kangaroo Cliff.
Kangaroo Point, I think it is.
Kangaroo Point, lookout point over the skyline. It was dark, so it was nice because the city was all lit up. But yeah, we've driven to the top.
You can hike, but it's the middle of the day.
And you can drive literally to the top. And
pretty good view.
Wow.
It's definitely worth coming up for a view over the city. Lovely.
Yeah, it was a great little view.
It's always nice to go to like get a perspective of the city when you're outside from like a viewpoint like that. You can see sort of like how big it is. I mean, Brisbane's got like, I think it's like 1.8 million people or something that live here, so it's like the 3rd biggest city, or maybe 2nd biggest city in Australia.
Literally a 2-minute drive down the road and we have come to the Botanical Gardens.
Yeah, one thing that I think is really great about all the places we've visited in Queensland so far, like the tourist attractions, is you like never have to pay for parking. Even when we were at Noosa by like the beachside,
we got like 4 hours free
parking, and I think the way that they've spent the taxpayer money on that sort of stuff is so good to encourage people to get out and like do hikes and walks and come and see beautiful parts of nature, and not have the barrier of having to pay. Like in the UK, like you could pay like, I don't know, like
and just
£6
like all the
for a couple of hours
tables and things like that. Like it's so nice.
All the public toilets are really well cleaned and looked after from what we've seen. Obviously we're only seeing like a tourist perspective rather than what it's actually like to live here, but yeah, it's just really nice, and
also
something
it's
we
like
picked
makes
up on.
a big difference for us doing sort of driving and car camping.
Yeah, definitely, because there's always a clean toilet for us to use, which is always
or
nice.
Like a picnic bench to have a cup of tea on and things
like
cook
our lunch, breakfast, whatever.
Makes a difference.
We got the bus into town, well into the city centre. It was actually a really short bus.
Yeah.
Just because thankfully where we're staying for the pet sit is like a really good location. Definitely lucked out with that.
Yeah.
But so yeah, short bus, but you do need like, I think it's called like a go card or something to get the public transport around in Brisbane. But we went on with like our debit cards hoping we could pay. And then the lovely bus driver let us on.
Yeah,
even though we didn't have a go-kart.
Yeah, he was like, just get on, it's okay.
Which is nice, but it was only a short journey. We'll work out how we can get back a bit later.
Yeah, there's like a free, it's called like the...
Kitty Cat, it's right there. Ferry
service, and it's free and it runs up and down the river. And there is a port really close to where we're staying, so I think we will attempt to get that back later. But it's our first actual time in the city. We've done a lot of like viewpoints and looking over the city so far, and we've just walked through like the big lagoon area, and it's so nice. Like, it is such a vibe. Like, families coming here, eating picnics by the big lagoon, and then you've got the skyline in the background. Obviously we're very lucky with the weather.
I think just generally this, like the Queensland area, that's the pace of life, is you can just rely on the weather.
Yeah.
And it's just, that's a big thing that improves people's quality of life here, I would say.
Definitely. But yeah, it's such a nice city, so hopefully explore a bit more. Back. There is a free ferry, it's called the City Hopper.
Yeah.
It's called the Kitty Cat, which you can get up and down the river. But we needed to get the City Cat, which is paid, to the park, which is a short walk from us. And
there's no way of doing it without having one of those go-karts. We're literally only here for like a few days more, so there's literally no point of getting one. So,
and the lady was like, I'll sneak you on, like, don't worry about it.
So that's 2 people.
Yeah.
So we had free public transport today, thank you.
Which was so nice.
It was a bit annoying because you literally can't get the public transport
we were
without.
To pay.
Yeah, like we're giving them trying to get our cards out to scan them, and they're like, no. But it's like, it's gone cashless, but it's still paying with a card.
Yeah. I'm
sure it's just they want you to buy the card probably for like $10 and then use it like 3 times and then not use it at all again.
Yeah, the city was nice.
Yeah, we had a couple of hours walking around.
Yeah. Still not feeling Christmassy despite the decorations everywhere.
Doing our best, but it's just... Yeah.
Christmas in a hot country, I feel like it's just not one.
Yeah, like you don't get in from, like now, it's like 5 o'clock. It's still bright outside, and
it's too hot for a hot chocolate.
The last thing I'm thinking about is getting a hot chocolate and putting a Christmas movie on, just because it doesn't feel like, I don't know, it just feels like June or something.
But yeah, we've enjoyed the city here in Brisbane.
It's lovely here. Got a couple more days, I think. Mainly, I'm not sure if we're just going to be getting stuff ready for our next part of the trip, clean the car, get everything packed up and ready to go, but we'll keep you informed if we do anything more exciting.
Hi! Hello!
So we just got back from the supermarket, and I thought it would be good to sort of like show you the sort of things that we got for like £30 or like $60, because we were thinking about it the other day, and we used to kind of spend like almost like between £8 and £10 each when we were in Southeast Asia on food per day, just with a mixture of eating like local food and Western food, and then like if we were to get like snacks and like a bottle of Coke and all that sort of stuff.
A lot more.
Yeah, exactly, like getting an ice cream after dinner, that sort of thing. But when we've been here, we really haven't been spending like a lot on food. We've just been literally solely eating out from the supermarket. And then, just like cooking 3 meals a day with snacks. But there are a few places that you can get like a cheap meal out, if you like. Like, look for restaurants that are doing like 2 for 1 nights on like might do like
Tuesday,
like burgers or something like that. And then you could also go to Domino's. They do like the cheap range. I think it's like Mega Value or something. They do like a large pizza's like $7. It's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
And then McDonald's, if you download the McDonald's app, they have like deals they sometimes send through. So like there was
like a soft serve for 30
yesterday. And then like November they had deals on every day, so you could always get one. And then yesterday I think they had like, it was like $6 and it was like a cheeseburger meal and then another cheeseburger or something like that. So you can get good deals. But yeah, this is some of the stuff that we got. I'll show you. For £30 or $60, I mean, there's a few things like those chocolate brownies. Excuse our stuff charging and things over there. But yeah, for $30, like this sort of stuff's for sandwiches. Then we've got like the peppers, pasta, chicken, sauces. Again, like the drinks aren't what we'd usually always have. And then eggs, a couple of cereal bars. That would be like sort of breakfast for me with the peanut butter. That's obviously not everything that we'd have. Like we've got, Meg would like usually have cereal, which we had before. And then there's like some onions and other veg that you kind of buy a lot of at once, and then you don't need to buy so often, and other bits like oil, salt, etc. But you don't, then look sort of like one-time purchases, and then you don't need them for a while. Seasonings, exactly, like we've got like a taco seasoning, things like that, just to make it easy. But just showing you that you probably will not spend more than like $100 a week maybe on food. I wouldn't say like £50.
Because that's obviously split between 2 people as well.
Yeah. So maybe like £25 each on food per week, I think is like a good budget to work from. And obviously if your budget per day is higher, then you can spend a bit more and stuff. Look at Arto's jumping around in the background.
Yeah, meat is quite expensive, but really cheap foods like pesto pasta, cereal, scrambled eggs, like things like that. Yeah,
but that's like a kilo of chicken breast and it's like £5, and you can get like the 15% fat beef mince isn't expensive, but then obviously if you buy a steak it will be. So you just gotta like think up meals basically around what's cheap.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could literally just live off like super noodles and veg and eggs, and then you'd have like a complete diet for probably spending like £3 a day. So it's really up to you.
I made a big load of brownies yesterday.
We're all packed up and leaving Brisbane. It's been a lovely sort of like 10 days we had there, and it was a lot more relaxing than our previous pet sit in Cairns, when we had so much to sort of like sort out and get done and sort the car out. I felt like this time we actually
sort of like took a step back and relaxed, which I think is needed. Like it's been a long time really since we've done that with no sort of weight of responsibilities on our shoulders.
Yeah.
So we are heading south. The dogs were amazing. We are again so sad to leave them.
It is hard.
Definitely one of the drawbacks of pet sitting is you just get so attached.
That's the thing, yeah, because they're so nice.
They're just, they were so funny and they were really good. So we looked out with that one for sure. But the plan is we've got sort of 6 days now until our next pet sit in Sydney. So we'll be driving down the east coast south between Brisbane and Sydney. Yeah, that'll be the next video. It'll be like our road trip basically from Brisbane down to Sydney, and all the sort of stops that we're going to be making. Byron, we'll see where else we stop off at. So if you are interested, keep an eye out for that video. But we really hope that you've enjoyed this one. I mean, Brisbane is a great city. Definitely include it on your East Coast itinerary. Of course, and you can go to like Australia Zoo from Brisbane or on the way to Brisbane. Yeah, that was really good as well. Yeah, so but yeah, we really hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, make sure to like and subscribe, and as always, we'll see you in the next one.